Aloha! This is a coconut leaf. For anybody who do not know, you can see the leaf. It's one big leaf. Throughout Polynesia, the Polynesians utilize this a lot for everything they can think of. But you have to know how. It's not common knowledge. So this is a very specific thing to have and know. But from this one piece of leaf, coconut leaf, they could make homes, toys, and all kind of things. So if you look here, there's baskets and hats made from the coconut leaf. Now what I'm going to show you is from one piece of leaf. Not one piece of leaf like this, but one section of the leaf I cut. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a basket. A Hawaiian basket, not a Chinese basket, not a Filipino basket, but a Hawaiian basket. Samoans and Tongans use coconut leaf, but they do a different method that we call the open leaf weave method, where we use a closed leaf, which is much stronger. By this, I mean open leaf is like this, the leaf is open. Like this, open the leaf and we weave together to make a basket. But this is very utilitarian, very weak. It lasts short time because it breaks easily. But we weave it double leaf close, so it's much stronger. It lasts longer. So from this one piece of coconut leaf, Hawaiians would make their containers. They didn't have plastic bags before. They didn't have ceramic before. That's why when the foreigners came, they tried to sell Hawaiians things made from ceramic and cotton and all this kind of stuff, but Hawaiians utilized the leaves to make raincoats and clothes and everything. And then when they done, they didn't have to wash it. They just throw it away. But when the foreigners came, they said, you have to buy clothes. And then the Hawaiian says, and then what you do when it's dirty? They said, you have to wash it. Hawaiian says, why? We just throw away the leaves, finish, no need wash. The foreigner said, oh my God, that's very interesting. How can we sell these guys anything? They said, well, you need plates. You need containers to carry things. Hawaiian grabbed the leaf and they did this. They took one piece of leaf. They said, oh, we don't have nothing. We go out in the forest, the jungle. We walk around. We say, we want coconuts or something. We get coconut tree. We pick up the leaf. And we weave it together like this. One piece of leaf. No tools. So they would go out and they would make this a basket. Say I needed a small basket, not a big basket. So you can see how this thing turns out. You don't have to go so close to see my secret weaving method now. This is a secret on how to weave this basket. Not common knowledge. That's why you're rarely going to see a basket like this made, as well as have. Only few people know this style of basket. What I'm going to make is a square basket. Square bottom is called a square bottom, like this. It has a square. This is a round bottom. It's a different method. It's not square, it's round. This is square, flat, round. But made from one piece. You see this band here? This is from one piece of leaf here. We don't add pieces. All over the world use many separate pieces. Beautiful work, beautiful. But this common knowledge throughout the world. We don't use separate. We can't, but we choose not to. We're lazy. We're allowed to do it easy. And this is a very special technique, which is not common knowledge. There's no schools because this ensured our survival. In the old days, if you didn't know nothing, you were the first to go. When the king was mad, he killed somebody, he would say, you know something? The guy says, yes. He said, okay. He asked another guy, you know something? The guy said, no. He said, okay, you die. As well as for the men and women, they lived on an island. In order to survive, the men had to know something the women never know. Because it was a way of life in the islands to give nice lifestyle. Nobody was, I know everything, I don't need you. So what happened was they made laws. The men did this, the women did the leaf we call lauhala. The women would weave the mats and sails, and the men would weave the baskets, containers, and house and everything what the women needed. So whenever the women would make the man not happy, the man would make them a very bad basket that things fall out. So what happened later is, okay, the girls got wise. When the men did something wrong, because they made sails for the men to go out and sail around with, they would make sails that come apart so they wouldn't come home for a long time depending on how bad they was to the women. So the men would wise up too. Plus, they made the mats to sleep on. And if they didn't do a good job to the women would make them a lumpy bed, not a comfortable bed. So that's why the men and women in Hawaii had certain jobs to do and had value. And this one here is a very secret technique. That's where the women, no matter how much they try watch and do whatever, they couldn't do, because this is like we are like a combination, a man that knows how to do combination locks. You have to know the combination to do this type of work. Without the combination, you cannot do it. Not only the combination of how to do it, but the sequence of how to do it. And if you saw me doing something little bit, you didn't see how I manipulated into different shapes and touch here, touch there, and whatnot to get it into 3 dimensions. From one piece of leaf like this, it became 3-dimensional. Now, this is a square bottom, similar to this one. Now, if I wanted it to be short term, it's done. It's finished. I can put junk inside. But if I want it to be long term, like this one here, this was made in 1993. I have older pieces. I started way back in the 70s. So if you want a long term one, you do it better. You make it finished job. Whereas this one here, I want to go already. I'm hungry. I want to grab some food. Go back home. Go eat. If you want it long term, you need to work on it longer. If you can see, it took me only a few minutes to do this. The hard part is to get the coconut leaf. Without the leaf, you cannot make any of these things. And where does the coconut leaf come from? This tree that is really tall. So the women said, I'm not climbing up there. You go get the leaf. So the man says, okay. What I gonna get for you, from you, if I get the leaf? She said, you're gonna get a lot of hugging from me. The man said, oh, that's all? She says, yeah. You want to hug the tree or you want to hug me? The man said, okay. The coconut tree hugging is good, but not as good as you. So he hugged the tree, he climbed the tree, he get the leaf, he come back, and he makes the lady a nice basket. Then the lady thanks the guy, but then the guy said, "Hey, that wasn't a good thank you." So the lady said, "Well, that's all you get." So the man said, "Okay." The lady go, come back again. "I need another basket. My mama need basket for carry stuff." He said, "Oh." She said, "My mama come hug you so you can climb the tree." He said, "No. How old your mama?" "80 years old." "Oh, no. I'm busy." "Go ask the other guy." So he says, "But baby, if you hug me, I maybe go now." So she said, "Okay, okay, I'll hug you." He said, "But you gotta hug me good now. Last time you hugged me, it wasn't so good. So now, you like small basket or big basket? Good basket or junk basket? What kind of basket you like?" "I like good." "Well, you better hug me good then." So, okay, she hugged him good. So then he goes up the tree, get the leaf, he come back, he make a nice basket for the girl. After that, the girl says, "Okay, I get the idea. I want something good, I take care of you good. You want something good, you take care of me good. Okay, I got it." That's how life went in Hawaii. That's why Hawaiians were smiling all the time. Anyway, this is finished but not finished. I want to finish it nicely, clean, I dress it up. But now, because this is a more utilitarian method, very simple, but very strong. 1993. This is the year 2003. Oh, 2023. Sorry. And it's still going, still going. Look, look. No noise, no crackling. Still pliable, nothing is done to it. But this is not common knowledge. Anyway, to make the round bottom is different mentality from making the square bottom. It is a secret. You do not know the square's secret, you cannot make the round. You cannot make the hat. You cannot make the closed top hat, the square top hat, the open top hat. To all three different knowledge. You cannot just weave one and weave all. What is this? This one has bottom, this one no bottom. What's up with that? When the girl never hug us good, we make basket like this. Cannot put a lot inside. She had to put only big stuff. She do hug us good, we make her a nice basket, very close. She can throw small stuff inside. This one is made in 2009. This one here, the handle is added, but not added. It is part of the same leaf. It is a continuous piece of this basket, continuous piece of this leaf. Nothing is added like Lauhala weavers or other weavers. We can add, we don't add. We choose not to add, but we can add. That is why Hawaiian baskets and hats is very, very, very unique. And you cannot find it easily unless you find somebody that knows how. And then, depending on the person's knowledge, is what you get. You get something good or something not so good. You get something good, the women used to hug the guy a lot. If the guy doesn't have good ones, he didn't get a lot of good hugging. I make good baskets because I had a lot of good hugging. This is a two pattern design inside. Two pattern, one, two. one continuous band that represents one leaf. Multiple design outside, and it's a basket in a basket. I'm the only one that does this method in baskets, Hawaiian basket. It is a secret in doing all of these different techniques. Basket in a basket. This is called the bowl. We call this the bowl. This is 1, 2, 3 pattern, 4 pattern outside. Underneath is a different pattern, but one piece of leaf, the band. Again, not same knowledge, not same knowledge, not same knowledge. Different knowledge. And then if we wanted to play, make things for the kids, we make animals like this over there. There's much more, but this is the only ones I have right now that to show. Anyway, as you can see from this one piece of leaf, I can make multiple pieces from one piece of coconut leaf. So a girl would only have to hug me one time, and I can make multiple pieces for her or other girls, depending on how good they hug me. But if she hug me good, this one leaf is all hers. if it's all gone, she has to hug me again. Anyway, there's a lot of stories. I am Glenn Okuma, born in 1949, territory of Hawaii, on the island of Oahu. I became, after coming back from Vietnam, I went to become a beach boy with my brother. His name is Oku. He's a famous beach boy in Waikiki. Many people know him, but many of them may be dead now because he's old, just like me. I'm old. I'm 73 years old. So anyway, I've been weaving for over 50 years. My knowledge is very, very specific. I got into Hawaiiana. I became a Hawaiian culture practitioner, and I've done a lot of exhibitions as well as what you call talks about these things. So anyway, if you ever get a chance to see a coconut weaver, it's worth taking time to stop to talk to. If you ever get a chance to get a Hawaiian woven piece of basket, it's worth it. But depending on who did it. Some of them is amateurs and some of them is professionals like me. And if they're amateurs, well, you won't pay so much. But if they're professionals, you may pay a lot. But it's still nowheres as much as the other ethnic groups that they're getting thousands of dollars worth, and they have no knowledge of how to weave this one method, one piece technique. So if you ever have a chance to own, I think it's a good idea, because this is an authentic Hawaiian container. This method is the same method used in ancient times. So this is the closest you will get to an authentic Hawaiian artifact. Otherwise, you have to dig it up in the graves. And this may have last or may not have last. But this is true. If done by professionals, it will last a long time. Aloha.